Hey, everybody, guess what? We are live with Brandon. Brandon, how's it going today?
Good. How are you, Donna?
I'm doing good. A little rainy for a Friday. I wish we had that sun. I wish we could call back yesterday's weather.
Yeah, yesterday was amazing.
I
Yeah.
know, but that's Tennessee weather for you, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, Brandon, you are with Fulins and Steamboys. Can you tell everybody about what you guys do?
Sure. As you can see, I got the Fulin's Asian cuisine shirt today. I Fulin's is it's a Chinese slash Japanese Asian chain. We serve like authentic traditional Chinese food, and we've been doing this in Middle Tennessee for about the last 17 years, really. So it's my family's business, and I think you mentioned Steamboys earlier. That's a more like a Chinese comfort food. It's a fairly new fast casual brand that we have, and we have a lot of partners involved in that as well. So yeah, it's just we have a lot of restaurants across Tennessee and Alabama, and right now we're just kind of just following the guidelines of the reopening phase for due to COVID.
Yes, you have locations in Spring Hill, Brentwood, all over. And you were telling me you are currently doing takeout and following the guidelines of dining. What does that look like for you right now?
It's not the same, definitely. And I just wanted to kind of point out that we do miss being able to open fully, and I personally believe that's one of the main things about the dining the restaurant experience is you're able to sit there, order your food, and have your food bring out to you fresh, and that's, to me, that's the only way to enjoy Asian cuisine. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but we're looking forward to getting back out there, getting some staffs, and hopefully we'll just see how the number goes, and we're getting ready to just open back up fully in the next few months.
Yeah. You told me you miss seeing customers and serving people because that's a big part of what your restaurant is all about is the hospitality. Tell me about that.
Yeah, no, I've been doing this all my life. Kind of, I've been in Tennessee for about 20 years. I'm a first generation immigrant from China, and so really, Fulin's was started when I was really young, and I served in Fulin's for many years before we started another fast casual restaurant chain, which is kind of like what's very popular nowadays. But I've never yet to miss a holiday serving at Fulin, serving my customers. It taught me a lot of life lessons along the way. And that's one of the things where I'm very devastated by is that we can't do the normal things that we used to do all the time, and it's just not the same, the same routines that we're accustomed to, which is just bring your family in the restaurant, and us being able to I don't know, communicate, just that lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what's been missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love Steam Boys. Let's talk about that real quickly. There's not one in Williamson County. There's one in Germantown, which is probably the closest. But you were just telling me, because we got hit with the tornado the very first week of March, that you were actually there when the tornado came through that area. Can you tell us about that?
Man, yeah, I wasn't, yeah, no, I mean, it was a very traumatic experience, to say the least. I was actually there I think it was around, for some odd reason, like, coincidentally, we were cleaning the restaurant that night at like around 12, 12, I think it was like around midnight. We started hearing some sirens, right? It was, I honestly didn't know what it was. I thought it was like, aliens or something. It was, I was thinking all kinds of stuff. We started hearing all these sirens, and man, next thing I know, our door is like flying off the hinges like really hard. And it's a big door,
Yeah, yeah,
so,
I've been there.
Me and two of my partners who was with me that night, because I had the day off the next day, and I was just getting ready to like, leave, because we just wanted to make sure the restaurant's clean because it's been a while since we did it. So it took two of us to pull like the door back because it kept on like opening, and we tried really hard to try to close the door. And when we finally did it, thunderstorms, I mean, like lightning, like the poles started to fall off, and I mean, I've seen things in the air that aren't supposed to be in the air.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
to give you an example. And so we hit under our tables and stuff. It was now that in retrospect, now that I talk about it, it's really, it's just unfortunate. Like, we're one of the more fortunate ones, and so the aftermath of all that was pretty devastating for the community, for a lot of people around there.
Yeah. Well, luckily you were safe, and you said your restaurant didn't sustain any damage from that, but you were without power.
Some minor damage, but the whole place was without power.
Yeah.
For a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It was literally in the heart of Germantown, but I think there's areas that that got it pretty worse. That got it worse, and it was just it hasn't happened for. We were here before, like when there was the flood, right?
Yeah.
You got the and then there was like a blizzard, I think back in 2000s. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
When.
Yeah.
We've been here a long time, Donna. Yeah. So
you've made it through a lot of things: the flood, the tornado, now the pandemic.
I do want to point out though about just like, I think Tennessee, there's like this underlying, strength in the people where like, we don't like when we're faced with stuff like this situation, we really just, come back strong.
Yeah.
We don't cry about it. We don't whine. We just, we keep going. And we really, there's a lot of strength in this, and that's one of the things being in this community has taught me all my life.
Yeah.
And that's something I just wanted to say about the people of Tennessee. There's other stuff that we should talk about, or in regards to just like, due to COVID, but that's one thing I want to mention right now is that it's worth noting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you guys have been around a long time, and that says a lot about you guys and what you do, because not all restaurants last as long as you guys have lasted.
Thank you. We're we do this not just for just like a short term. It's the best way I can put it. Even with restaurant business is hard. It's a hard business, and it's not something that most people can really sustain, like the hard work after a super long period of time. But you have to really learn to enjoy some part of it and try to go back out there every day and continue it. So it's more of a passion too than just like making a living.
Yeah.
That's important too, but
yeah.
But it's I like to look at it this way, right? we have a lot of people that needs Chinese food, you know, in this community. Some of them are the healthcare workers, firefighters, policemen, and just normal everyday great individuals that are keeping this economy going. And these are important people, CEOs. So for us, like, if I can do any part, that's why I miss serving so much. If I can do like whatever part I can to help them, to get fresh food, good food, consistently, or every once in a while where they really enjoy a particular dish. I mean, that to me is very helpful to like the community. So that to me, like, that's where I get all my inspirations from, and that's why we continue to kind of keep doing. Like, we're trying to bring this whatever type of dish that we can find, like, all over the world. If it's good, if it's popular, we love to just bring that to Tennessee. And that's what we, that's a lot of the reason behind it.
Yeah. Well, you guys do a great job. Tell her, Ben, can you order online right now, or you prefer people call? How can they place their orders to get their food?
Yeah, it's tough right now. I want to say that, like, most of our customers, we have a lot of loyal ones, and they call in, but me personally, I feel like, it's not the same, experience. So right now, as we're limited to do, which so I think for a lot of, and not just us, a lot of Asian restaurants around town, it's tough, because you want to, we do this because we want to do a good job. We want to, make sure you get the best tasting food you can. And so, that's the best we can do is takeout. So a lot of them call in, for the Steamboys, we have some new technology that enables us, like, more, better, efficient, and facilitates the online ordering process. So that's where it's really popular in certain stores where, like, it's fast, For Fulin's, it's a more wider cuisine, and it takes a lot of time, to make it good. So we're doing the best we can in terms of takeout, right?
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Let us know how it's going for you guys. Hopefully soon we can check back in with you, and everything will be open fully, and we can talk about all the great comeback stories where everyone's got to come back and dine in.
Yes. Thank you, Donna. Hopefully, we just have to see how it goes.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you again soon. Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, Donna. Appreciate it.